Here we are at the beginning of the trip. It's August 7th, Friday. So we're at work today, came down after work. We're just getting here now. Dogs are already in, cars unloaded. And right now the province is in a don't go in the woods fire ban. And I checked with the Department of Natural Resources and told them about the situation, that, you know, what we've got down here, and their statement was we're all good so long as we're not lighting, you know, a big fire. We're allowed to use our property, so. And right now, if it's not your own property, you're not allowed in the woods to hike, you're not allowed in the woods to camp, can't have a fire. You're just not allowed in the woods at all, or it's $25,000 fine. Be a very expensive hike for some people, I guess. Okay, so here we are, and we'll see what we get up to later on. So this is Saturday, and they're having a town-wide yard sale. So instead of working this weekend, we're going to spend some time yard sailing a bit, and maybe do some work this afternoon. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But this just driving here seems like we're breaking the rules on the no going into the woods. So our big yard sale haul, we were into Lockport and didn't get much there, but we drove around, found another little yard sale, and this is what we end up getting. It's a set, chess, checkers, and backgammon. That's a nice little set. Don't know if it's all there, but close enough that we can make do. And then Monica saw this and decided it was a nicer option here. And it probably is a much nicer little backgammon set. All leather and suede interior, all stitched. All the pieces, dice rollers, instructions on how to play the game. And then we got, well, I got riveter with rivets, little set. And the lady there looked at the pile of what we had here and said $2. So good deal. So, I mean, that alone's worth more than $2. The hell, the rivets alone in there worth more than $2. Even if the rest of it, if the rivet gun didn't work, the rivets are worth more than $2. So, definitely a good deal. Yesterday, last evening, because we heard there was going to be karaoke at the exhibition, so we went to that. When we first got there, we were in on the tail end of a tribute Kiss concert. we didn't get in until about 1 o'clock, a little after 1 o'clock this morning. So it was a very chilly night. But we got that done, got breakfast this morning and all that. Now, funny story. So we were it was being held in the beer garden, the karaoke. And of course, Monica and I, neither one of us really drink. I don't touch it all. Monica very rarely has a drink, but so we were the only people at the beer garden that weren't drinking. And I guess about 12 o'clock, 11:30, cops showed up and were sort of keeping an eye on things. People outside the beer garden drinking, you know, walking around outside the beer garden area with their beer and all that, which they're not supposed to be doing. Cops said nothing to them. And then, you know, got up, did our last song of the night, you know, last song for the end of the night. We heading out and we noticed the cops were leaving. And of course, they walked through a crowd of people still drinking, not where they're supposed to be. Didn't do anything. One fella who was very, very, very intoxicated all night. He was parked beside the cops. The cops went out and they were getting in their cars. This guy got in his car and left. He barely made it to his car. Cops did nothing. They let him drive away. They pulled out and they went their way. So we got in the car and we headed home. And the route we were taking, we noticed everybody was going one way when they were leaving, and we went the other way, because that's the route I know to get back. So we come upon 2 cop cars with the lights on, stopping everybody on the road. Of course, we're the only ones there, so we stop and they asked if we're drinking. So literally, the same 2 cops that were at the exhibition grounds, stopping us to, you know, check for if we're drinking and driving. Of course, they stopped the only 2 people that weren't drinking and driving, and when they came to the window, the cop looked at me and go, "Oh, you're the guy who was just singing." So it was a fairly fast interaction, but I just thought it was funny. The only people they stopped were the only 2 people not drinking. So here we are at the end of the trip, and it was a good weekend. We did not do we didn't do any work really, just enjoy the time down here and spend time relaxing. I did get a little bit of the caulking done around the siding and the windows, but that didn't take very long. And yeah, so last couple of videos haven't been big project videos, but next week I think when we come down it'll be a project video. So yeah, all in all, a nice relaxing weekend, enjoying the property, which is the whole point of having the place, not just doing the work, but enjoying the fruits of your labor. And I'm very glad that this fire ban and forest ban doesn't prevent us from coming down and enjoying the site. You're just not allowed to have company. So that's the end of this trip. And if you're liking these videos, please like, share, subscribe, comment. And we'll see you next time. Until next time.